Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Ombija today asked Sifuna a straight question. And the answer from Edwin Sifuna was fast and furious.
So as ODM, I'm telling you, and I've said it on this show, and I've said it on this show, Trevor, my position is, even if ODM supports Ruto, Ruto will still lose. I have said it here and I repeat it. So I want to make it very clear that as a party, we do not support either the internal affairs or the way the external affairs of this country are being run. And this is a reputation.
Because he said when the party leadership comes back, he will give direction.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Let me make another thing clear. Yeah. ODM will only enter into alliances with political parties that are like-minded, political parties that are pro-people, people who can manage a country. You are not going to force us into an alliance with incompetent people. And it has been demonstrated that the Kenya Kwanza government is the most incompetent so far from independence. So they have mismanaged our country, they have mismanaged our democracy, they have mismanaged our economy, they have now mismanaged our international affairs. So our standing in the community of nations is now under, in tatters.
My direct question is,
yes.
So what if Raila says we are supporting William Ruto in 2027? Then what?
William Ruto will lose that election with Raila's support.
Okay.
Yes.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, from that statement or from that answer from Edwin Sifuna, what can you conclude? Because Edwin Sifuna is making certain things very clear. That there is no way ODM party can enter into an agreement with a party which is not like-minded. It's also very clear that ODM party cannot enter into any agreement with a party which is not pro-people. Edwin Sifuna is also very clear that Kenya Kwanza is incompetent and therefore there is nothing ODM party can do with them. And Edwin Sifuna is concluding that Kenya Kwanza has mismanaged the country, has mismanaged the economy, has mismanaged the democracy, and now mismanaging international affairs of the Republic of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, Edwin Sifuna is not your ordinary person. Edwin Sifuna is the ODM Secretary General, which means Edwin Sifuna speaks for the party. And Edwin Sifuna is making it very clear that for him as Edwin Sifuna, he can never vote for William Samoei Arap Ruto.
Yes. That even Sifuna will support Ruto. Yes. In that booth, I want you to bring your cameras on the day of the election.
Yes.
Personally, there is no way I can support Ruto. There is no way. You see, the thing that amuses me is that these guys will run around saying all sorts of things. They say, oh, we will support Ruto. When Sifuna says he will not support Ruto, suddenly they cry for months. Like after this show, they'll be wailing for a month, saying, oh, how can Sifuna say this? I have a mouth. I have a mouth, just like Aladwa's mouth. In fact, we are the same because he's a lawyer like me. Aladwa can say things because he has the democratic freedom to say those things. If he has decided that he's going to vote for Ruto in 2027, that is up to Aladwa. He knows what he's getting out of there. But I cannot, for heaven's sake, reconcile my conscience to support a regime that is killing our people, a regime that has destroyed lives, a regime that has destroyed the economy, destroyed the livelihoods of Kenyans. So up to them. Let everybody make a decision. That is why they give you an individual ballot. They don't bring all the ballots to the SG to vote for them. Everybody will cast their vote. I have made up my mind on how I'm going to cast mine. Let everybody cast their ballots and live with their conscience.
Okay.
Let me also make it very clear that I'm actually getting confused. Because based on Edwin Sifuna's statement, it is clear that Edwin Sifuna is either on his way out of the party or Edwin Sifuna is sending some message from Raila Odinga to William Samoei Arap Ruto. So in this video, I want us to do a critical analysis about Edwin Sifuna's statement today. Because Edwin Sifuna had actually made a similar statement sometimes back. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two. Click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. A few weeks ago, ODM party held some delegates meeting in Kakamega. That meeting was hugely successful. Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, who is the current party leader of ODM party, attended the meeting. And some members of ODM party during that particular meeting attacked Edwin Sifuna badly. But surprisingly, when Anyang' Nyong'o rose to speak, he addressed the issue of Edwin Sifuna. He actually defended Edwin Sifuna.
Before I say much, I want to deal with a few matters arising from what has been spoken here. Are we together? First, the issue of Sifuna, Edward Sifuna. I think none of you knows how Edwin Sifuna came into ODM. Edwin used to write in the Standard very good articles. And after serving 12 years as Secretary General of ODM, I asked the party leader to allow me to concentrate in developing the research wing of the party and give the technocracy to another Secretary General. We tried a few people. It never worked. So one day I said, this young man who writes so well in the Standard and has an email address, let me call him to have a lunch with him. And I had lunch with Sifuna at the United Kenya Club, and I was very impressed. So I went to talk to the party leader. There's a young man here who I want to introduce to the party, a professional journalist. So can you meet him? The party leader said yes. When he met Sifuna, he was very impressed. And after a few weeks, Sifuna was made the Secretary General of ODM and has served faithfully till today. Makofi kwake basi. Secondly, I think you read the interview that Sifuna had Kenya Times recently, where he made it very, very clear. Being the Secretary General at the spokesperson of the party, he clarified every issue. And since then, we have not seen any writing about Sifuna in the newspapers at all. Sasa wewe ni nani? Sasa wewe unaanza leo kupinga Sifuna. Wewe ni nani? We in the party sourced Sifuna from his professional work to bring him to the party. And he has been doing an excellent job since then. Ama sivyo? So let us support him. We in the party support him. Let the people support him. The guy is built for the future. Ama sivyo? The guy is built for the future. You know what I mean? Ukiangalia huko mbele, utaona Sifuna. Utaona nani? Sifuna. If you don't know what I'm saying, go home, fikiria. So
The two other deputy party leaders who accompanied Anyang' Nyong'o to that event also came to the aid of Edwin Sifuna.
Kwa upande, kwa sababu nimesikia wengi wakiongea mambo ya ndugu yangu Sifuna, mimi nataka kusema hivi. Sifuna is one of the most brilliant and visionary leaders of our party. Aheshimiwe. Hatutaki junior members of the party kwenda kusomea Secretary General wa chama. Hiyo ni makosa. Hata juzi nimeona mbunge fulani ambaye tulifukuza kwa chama, anaitwa Elisha. Tulifukuza yeye tukaexpel kwa chama. Ati sasa yeye ndiye anasomea Secretary General wa chama chetu. Mimi nasema I will protect every lawyer who is in ODM. We will not allow us being pushed around by junior people in the party. Na mimi kama DPL niko sitakubali hiyo. We must respect our leaders. We must respect Otuoma. We must respect Baraza. We must respect Wanga. We must respect Anyang' Nyong'o na wengine, Simbarati na wengine. We must respect them. Wewe una complain juu ya official wa party. Umesikia baba akicomplain juu ya Sifuna? Have you ever heard baba complaining? Have you ever heard Anyang' Nyong'o complaining? Have you heard Wanga complaining?
Sisi kama chama tuko na nyumba yetu ambayo ni
Ndugu zangu na dada zangu, nataka niwaombe, mtu yoyote, umeongea juu ya Sifuna hapa, wacha niwaambie, Sifuna is our Secretary General na lazima aheshimiwe kivivyote vile. Mkiona tumenyamaza, Sifuna anaongea sauti ya chama. Tunaelewana? Sifuna anaongea ile nafikiria, ile Ososi anafikiria, ile Wanga anafikiria, ile Profesa anafikiria, na ile baba inadunda ndani ya roho yake na nyinyi nyote.
So ladies and gentlemen, are you getting that confusion? Yesterday, William Ruto was in Nairobi. Edwin Sifuna was missing in action. And one gentleman, George Aladwa, who is the ODM chairperson for Nairobi, kind of attacked Edwin Sifuna in the presence of the president.
Let's listen to what George Aladwa and Anthony Oluoch said.
Wewe panga mambo hii kidogo kidogo ya hapa na pale ya 2027, kura itafuatana kuruka. Sisi tuko nyuma yako, umetembea na baba, tumeona Jumamosi, last week tumeona, na hiyo ni heshima kwa ndugu yako mkubwa. Na unapotembea ndugu yako mkubwa na mwingine anacheka, wewe cheka, na 2027 tutachekana na wewe. Na nawakumbusha wale ODM wanaongea huko kando kando, waongee tu, lakini sisi ODM original, Rais ni William Samoei Ruto.
If there is one reason why I am associated with the president, mimi mambo ya 2027 watatupanga na baba wakisema tutafuata. Watatupanga na wale watu wanasema AU sijui nini, wakitupanga na baba 2027 hiyo tutafuata.
So after listening to that Edwin Sifuna's interview, I'm asking myself several questions. The first question I'm asking myself is Edwin Sifuna delivering Raila Odinga's message to William Ruto indirectly? Will Raila Odinga support William Ruto in 2027? That is something which I keep on asking myself. Because Edwin Sifuna is the Secretary General of the party. He speaks for the party. Today he repeated what he had said before. My expectation was that the party would have sat and told Edwin Sifuna that this is the position of the party leader. And therefore don't go again outside there and talk about this matter, even if you are in disagreement with it, because you are the Secretary General of the party. I'm 100% sure if that had happened, there is no way Edwin Sifuna would have repeated the same again, unless defiance. So which begs the question, is William Ruto happy or comfortable with whatever Edwin Sifuna is saying? If you paid very close attention to what Edwin Sifuna said there, I can assure you they were very heavy. So maybe Raila Odinga is planning to run, and that's why Edwin Sifuna is saying that their party cannot associate with a party which is not like-minded, a party which is not pro-people, a party that is mismanaging the economy, a party that is incompetent. You see, all those adjectives used to describe UDA party, or Kenya Kwanza for that matter, maybe Edwin Sifuna is delivering those messages from Raila Odinga. Number two, the second question I wanted to ask, between Edwin Sifuna and Junet Mohammed, who should you believe as far as Raila Odinga matters are concerned? There is one thing Edwin Sifuna has consistently maintained, that Raila Odinga has a mouth. And that even in today's interview, he was very clear that there are certain issues that Raila Odinga cannot send Ojenda to go and say, or Aladwa. He can speak those issues himself, Raila Odinga himself. But I've always told you on this platform that anytime you want to get the thinking of William Ruto, you just need to pay very close attention to what Oscar Sudi is saying. Likewise, for ODM party, if you want to get the thinking of Raila Odinga, Just pay very close attention to what Junet Mohammed is saying. Junet Mohammed is very clear that ODM party is likely to support William Ruto's re-election bid in 2027. And he was very loud about it. Edwin Sifuna speaks for the party. So who should we believe between these two people? Or do you want to assume that Raila Odinga will carve in to the party's demand? Because I don't want to lie, maybe majority of ODM members are not happy with a broad-based government as we speak. Maybe. So will Raila Odinga carve in? Because for me, sometimes on issues to do with Raila Odinga, I normally tend to read Raila Odinga by reading the mood or the moves by Junet Mohammed. And Junet Mohammed and Edwin Sifuna are speaking two different things. So who do we believe between the two as far as Raila Odinga is concerned? My third question, is Edwin Sifuna yielding to the pressure from the ground? Let's face it, if you are to go to the ground randomly and ask Kenyans whether they'll re-elect Ruto or not, currently, majority of them will tell you that Ruto Tawe. Is it possible that Edwin Sifuna has read the ground? And that's why he keeps on insisting that as the Secretary General of the party, he gets information from the members. The chairperson, the Secretary General of the party from Tana River, the ones from Kisumu, the ones from Narok. He speaks with them. And they tell him that whatever position the party is taking is not good for the party. Is Edwin Sifuna yielding to that pressure? I've always told you again, politics is a game of interest. What do you think can serve Edwin Sifuna's personal interest currently? Being re-elected in Nairobi. And for Edwin Sifuna to be re-elected in Nairobi simply means he must be either fully in ODM party, if not fully in ODM party, and that ODM party must be united, then he can be on the other side, Rigathi Gachagua side. So I don't know. I'm getting confused. That's the honest truth. I'm getting confused as far as the issue of Edwin Sifuna is concerned. Because the truth is, Edwin Sifuna currently is the best Secretary General a party can ever dream of. Which means if Raila Odinga were to kick him out of the party, it is the party who are going to lose. Which begs the fourth question which I'm asking. What is ODM's game plan for 2027? Is ODM planning to sponsor a presidential candidate in 2027? Is Raila Odinga going to be that presidential candidate? Or are they going to get someone to run? Or is ODM party going to join or form another coalition with another political party? And which like-minded party Edwin Sifuna is making reference to? So if you can understand the ODM party's game plan for 2027, then we can easily conclude what Edwin Sifuna is trying to say. But without that, let us wait for Raila Odinga to return from wherever he is. Because again, the politics of the country will take drastic change immediately Raila Odinga lands into the country and starts making those political moves. And lastly, is there any reason, in your own view, which can make Raila Odinga to support Rigathi Gachagua and not William Ruto? Do you think there's any justification whatsoever for Raila Odinga to say, okay, in 2027, I'm teaming up with Rigathi Gachagua and not William Ruto? Because remember, in 2022, it is Rigathi Gachagua who really campaigned Raila Odinga in the mountain. Can Raila Odinga then decide to support him? Or will he stick with William Ruto? Or is he going to throw his weight behind the candidature of Fred Okengo-Matiang'i? Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye bye.